And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Eagles and the Giants. All that and more coming up next.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Sanders last week, 17 carries, 53 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their veteran QB, the former Delaware Blue Hen, Joe Flacco.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up the middle with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The Giants hit 9 and 3 here on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Passing play, Flacco. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2nd down, back to Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. prospect of a punt from their own end zone. They need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Flacco.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 11. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
There you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Buying time to his left.
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating off play action. Flacco. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Steps away. Looking for his receiver. Sharp, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jackson to return. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On the out route, this ball complete to Graham. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, sliding out of the pocket.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
First and goal from the 6.
Flacco looks to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Giants post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it first and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the parkas out. Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Hurts fumbles it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose last possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the 22,
Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. On second and 9.
Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And that's complete to Sanders. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And New York set to take the field.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Flacco off play action. He dumps it off to Barkley. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move was there, but didn't buy him a whole lot. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Barkley inside handoff. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll
they'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Kayvon Thibodeau gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Giants! Jimmy Graham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep. If they close this game out, just a few snaps remaining, they can't relax just yet.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 11. A minute 56 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Now just add that to the list of great moments for this defense today. They've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A handoff to Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love
Week 15 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Carson Wentz. He comes in 5th in passing touchdowns so far. It's the Commanders and the Giants. Next on Madden NFL 23.
We are just in. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, a former Blue Hen out of Delaware. It's Joe Flacco.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Flacco. Flushed out right.
Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
The Giants had 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Here's a give to Barkley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Flacco on the move to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He completes it to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Operating off play action. Flacco. And he whips that one incomplete there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And it'll be intercepted.
picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the... out to the 20. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe you'd like to hold them under 14 points or so, we think our offense can usually get 17 to 20, so that's a reasonable goal. But when you hold a team under 100 yards of total offense, you're going to win 99 times out of 100. And the one game you lose, you'll know who to blame.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Now Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 14, 1st down Commanders.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football.
As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
A give running right, Gibson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we've got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. And then Monday Night Football, the Rams and Packers from what should be a frosty Lambeau Field at 8:15 Eastern Time, 7:15 locally there in Green Bay. Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. An extra man here in the secondary from Washington on 3rd down.
Now Jones. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Wentz now on 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. A throw to the flat here for McKissick. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Steps away to his left. Completes this to J.D. McKissick out of the backfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. It'll be a gain of 4 here, and it will take us to the end of the first half of play. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I think the ball's out. A.J. Bournier with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And now, as with every potential
play is under review.
So that... They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On second down and 4, Jones. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60.
And the Giants have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Wentz bringing the Commanders out for first and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Wentz now to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Wentz on third down. Got his target, Samuel.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense.
You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Throwing is Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 5.
To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, open is Thomas.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. A gain of 2. He brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Wentz on the keeper. Intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now Wentz, gotta have this one.
Able to connect with Dotson. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
Again, it's Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Now a 2nd down at 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Wentz. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz.
His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That escapes the sack.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Wentz again. That's caught at the 2.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Wentz. This one left side caught by Gibson. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Jones. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So Wentz and the Commanders down 21-14, 1:09 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Giants, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye.